Hi traders, and welcome to my video on the daily candle indicator. So this is a basic indicator, and what it does is it simply displays the daily prices on your chart regardless of the time frame that you are using. As the name suggests, the indicator plots a single candlestick on the chart for each trading day. This candlestick represents the opening, closing, high and low prices. The candlestick's body represents the price range between that day's opening and closing prices. Okay, and the way we can interpret this is a bullish candlestick can indicate that the closing price is higher than the opening price, whereas a bearish candlestick represents a closing price lower than the opening price. Okay. So this indicator will plot the daily candle on all time frames, as I said, and it can be used for scalping, day trading, and longer term strategies. In this video, I'm going to cover briefly the ways in which I would implement it. So you can see here, okay, this is a pound dollar 1 hour chart on the MT4 trading platform. This is the daily candle here as the indicator displays. I got this indicator for free online. Okay, it's worth keeping in mind that the indicator could be displayed differently depending on the broker you're using, and that's because not all brokers use the same time zone. Okay, as you can see where my broker opened a new day here. Okay, so this was the opening bar of the day here, hence the open price there, the daily candle, the high there, and where we are now, the low, and the close price, of course, is still moving because the candle's not yet closed. Okay, but if your broker was on a different time zone, maybe the opening price would be here somewhere and the high would be here. Okay, if your broker opened a new day before my broker, the open price could be up here somewhere and the high around here. Okay, so I don't really like to go by indicators or even strategies that are just dependent on certain time zones. Okay, and will give different displays depending on where you are. That being said, it can still be a good tool to help gauge the overall trend and to help you decide in which direction to trade. The reason I say that is because I like to trend in the direction of the trade in the direction of the trend. So if the daily candle indicator is showing a downtrend like it is today, okay, I'm going to look for sell trades. Not to mention here, we're in a strong downtrend. You see the market making these lower highs here. Okay. We've had a breach of this support level here. Okay. Try to rally upwards. There's a bit of a bull trap here. A bull trap basically meaning where the traders thought this was going to be an uptrend, started buying from this support level here all the way up, and then as the price turned around and the market started making these lower highs, traders were perhaps exiting their positions they may have entered around here. Other traders were trying to buy into this potential trend, thinking it was going to continue upwards. It didn't, so their stop losses eventually get taken out, and you see big momentum shift like this to the downside. Okay, as I said, the higher highs, lower lows. Okay, we actually have a bullish flag there as well, bullish flag pattern and a breakout to the downside. Okay, so all the signs were there for a market turnaround. You've also got lots of engulfing bearish candlesticks. You've got your 3 inside down candlestick pattern. Okay, you've got hanging man, bearish hanging man. You've got 3 black crows. Okay, there are lots of signs there. You've got a master bearish candle there with candles within its body, all suggesting bearish price action. I've got videos on candlestick patterns and other price action formations you might want to check out. So yeah, the market was clearly going on a downtrend and the momentum picked up here. What we could have done is, as this trend commenced, wait for a pullback like this one here. Okay, nice pullback, almost an M pattern formation. You could have traded on the breakout there. You can see lots of traders were doing that from this big bearish candle here. And the market making these lower highs, wedge formation, breakout to the downside. Good entry into this trend here. Okay, trend continued downwards. Again, you can draw your ledge level of support there. We're trading sell trades because we know we're in a downtrend, wedge pattern and a breakout to the downside. Okay, bearish price action again. Ample opportunities to jump in on this downwards trend. You don't want to sell at the low. Okay, you want to wait for a pullback and try and enter on that. Okay, and had we had entered up on the breakout of this support line here, you're looking over 200 pips. Okay, that's in less than a week. Could have been in here with the stop loss just initial stop loss I would have placed above this high here. Okay, and then just use a trailing stop above these highs all the way down, and we'd be locked in with some nice profit, perhaps considering closing part of the position depending what happens following on from this. But this is a good downwards move at the moment. And how does the, I've gone off on a tangent now, I'm just saying what I see on the chart. Back to the daily candle indicator, how can that help? Well, we know that this indicator for today's trading will focus on would have appeared, as I said, from around, this is the first candle. So what we could have done is around here, once we see that this daily candle indicator is showing that we're in a bearish market, i.e. is down, heading downwards, we're going to look for sell trades. And then we could have done this, all of this, what we've done to determine the trend is down, wait for this pullback here, nice pullback, and then entered on the breakout there. So this daily candle indicator would have perhaps given us a good trade entry by following the direction and trading a breakout there. Okay, so that's how I would implement it. To be fair, I don't really need this indicator to tell me the market's down. I can just look at the chart and it will tell me that. But perhaps you might have strategies, other strategies where you do actually need the daily candle prices, and perhaps that's why you are looking for this specific indicator. It does exactly what it says on the tin. I mean, if that's what you need it for, it will do that. Perhaps you might be looking to trade reversals from the higher low of the daily candle, for example, or trade breakouts, whatever it is. It's yeah, it can be a useful indicator for that. Another thing worth mentioning is when we were here, okay, we would have had this level of support, okay. The daily candle indicator would have came back up from its low. So it would have been up around here somewhere, the current price, with the low around here. So that would have been a good way to gauge that the fact that there's been a pullback, and you can look to trade off a breakout of the low of the daily candle. Okay, you can see we have this new candle opening now. Currently the London is closing, New York session is probably going to be going for lunch soon. But still, this would have been a nice breakout strategy to have taken this. Nice ICT kill zones as well. In fact, arguably, yeah, this would have been around the time the New York and London sessions were open together, hence why you see this is a pound dollar 1 hour chart, so there's lots of liquidity and volatility during when the London and New York sessions are both open. So this would have been a textbook breakout trade within this trend. I'm sure lots of traders are in on this and riding the wave happily. Similar situation around here, okay, with that breakout. So yeah, hopefully that's given you an idea on some strategies you can apply. As you can see now, it's starting to pull away the daily candle indicator. So you could wait for a pullback, perhaps for this to go up some, and then you might want to draw a similar support level to this and then look to trade on a breakout to the downside if the momentum continues downwards. Don't forget to mark your lower highs if you're looking for like a wedge pattern there. But that was a bullish flag as well. I do have a bearish flag, sorry. See the bearish flag? That's a flagpole with a flag there and a breakout to the downside. Okay. Many different ways in which you can trade into the trend, but that's the most important thing. Like, you wouldn't want to take buy trades during a scenario like this. Whereas on the other hand, if we were in an uptrend, you could use the daily candle indicator for looking to help time entries there. But I don't think anything personally can be simple trend line support and resistance. And as I said, there's limitations to the daily candle indicator simply because the daily candle can be different on depending on the broker that you're using and the time zone you're in. Okay. Do appreciate you watching. If you can like and subscribe, that would be great. Hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.